Namaskar. Hello and welcome to 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗧 channel. I'm your host 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗧. Iyer. Joining me today is Shekhar Iyer as we talk about the upcoming Delhi elections, the Aam Aadmi Party, the Indian National Congress and the BJP and the powwow that's going on. Let's welcome Shekhar Iyer. Shekhar ji, namaskar and welcome to 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗧 channel.
Namaskar, 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗧. Namaskar. Thank you. Thank you for having me here again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shekhar ji. Now, viewers, please like this video. We would love for you to listen to this, like this thing and share it with your friends and relatives. If you're not already subscribed to our channel, do subscribe to our channel. Shekhar ji, let's look with the first one. What is this backdoor plans for Indira Bhawan, sir? It sounds very interesting.
Well, I think we'll start with the good news for the Congress, at least for once. They are going to move into their new Congress Bhavan. It's called the Indira Bhavan. And this has been a 15-year-long project. Foundation stone was laid by Sonia Gandhi when she was chairperson of UPA in December of 2009. Now, on January 15th, on Makar Sankranti, she is going to inaugurate the new building. This will be the new headquarters of the Congress, which was hitherto functioning from 24 Akbar Road. That is right when Indira Gandhi split, caused the split in 78. Since then, it has been there, 24 Akbar Road. Now it's a new address. So a lot of Congress leaders are looking at it with hope. They think if you shift residence or if you shift your office, maybe this will bring good tidings. But some Congress leaders are worried about Vastu also, sir. They are wondering,
they should.
is it all Vastu compliant? Whether it is Vastu compliant, whether, everything has been done in a way which will bring auspiciousness to the party. Because since this plot is somewhere, it's about, it's a 2-acre plot. And it is bound one side by what is called the Rouse Avenue or what is now known as 𝗒𝙒𝙗𝗦 Mark. The other side is a Kotla Mark. Now, I am told the Congress leaders, at least the Congress top, they didn't want an address which will have 𝗒𝙒𝙗𝗦 Mark, who was an ideologue of the Jansangh and who is considered one of the tallest leaders of the present BJP also. So they didn't want an address, so they have told the building was designed in such a way that the entry is from the rear side. It's a backside entrance. So that the address will read 9A Kotla Mark. Because BJP headquarters, the massive BJP headquarters is also located on the same 𝗒𝙒𝙗𝗦 Mark, but it opens to the 𝗒𝙒𝙗𝗦 Mark. And so everybody is asking whether this is 9A Kotla Mark and the BJ office is 6A 𝗒𝙒𝙗𝗦 Mark, the same area. Because DMK has also a plot in the same area. Even the DMK has an office there, but it also opens to the 𝗒𝙒𝙗𝗦 Mark. Now, this may sound like some trivia, but I'm told that they didn't want an address like 24 Akbar Road. It sounded so secular. But here to have a building which opens to 𝗒𝙒𝙗𝗦 Mark, I mean, it's not exactly politically correct in terms of what Congress would think. So as a result, now 9A Kotla Mark will become the Congress new address. And but I'm told they are not going to give up 24 Akbar Road. It will also continue to function. And 24 Akbar Road is just adjacent to 10 Janpath, the residence of Sonia Gandhi, who is now the Congress parliamentary party leader, because president being Mallikarjun Kharge. Similarly, they say, look, BJP has not given up its 11 Ashok Road, 11 Ashoka Road has not been given up. They still have some setup there. Though the main the hub of BJP operation is from 𝗒𝙒𝙗𝗦 Mark, 6A 𝗒𝙒𝙗𝙗𝗦 Mark. Sir, but this is not the first occasion, I am told, where, this backside entry has been chosen for some reasons. Like, for instance, the Jawahar Bhavan, which is on the Rajendra Prasad Road, and it used to now it opens on the Rajendra Prasad Road. Earlier it was on the Raisina Road. So when the building was ready, I am told, it was given to Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. Now, and that plot is called 3 Raisina Road. And in 1991, they moved in. They took over parts of some Congress offices as well as the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. But the problem was, it opened in 1991. It just opened when the house. I mean, if the Bhavan opens to the address which is called 6 Raisina Road, opposite to 6 Raisina Road. Sir, 6 Raisina Road would ring bell in all our minds. It was the residence of 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗪𝗏 Vajpayee for a long time. For a long time, he stayed in the house. After that, Dr. Murli Manohar Joshi occupied the bungalow. And some people say that they didn't want a Rajiv Gandhi Foundation office just opening to Vajpayee's house. So this is not. I mean, these are some trivia which is being shared since this is happening, and in fact, there has been, in Delhi, particularly in the New Delhi area, parties have changed. Like one of the oldest buildings which was used by the Congress is 7 Jantar Mantar Road, which even Jawaharlal Nehru used to visit. And Jantar Mantar, we all know, has become was a protest site. Frequently, and that too under the court orders. Court said that you must allow some public space for protest in the name of free speech and democracy. That's how Jantar Mantar, which is the old observatory, an astronomical observatory of quite a long time, and that road which connects to that observatory, that has an old building there, and that building was 7 Jantar Mantar Road. Nehru used to come there often. I mean, in 1947, and subsequently and it was with Congress, but in 69 split, Congress had that office, and they said that building belongs to us, and and Congress had to, after the split, then Indira Gandhi shifted to this present 24 Akbar Road. She took her party to 24 Akbar Road after that split, and in 78. Now that's a long story. Since then, now this Indira Bhavan, which has been in the pipeline for a long time, and people are expecting the new building will also mean some new things. But as I said in the beginning, many people are asking me whether has been followed. Sir, earlier Congress leaders, senior Congress leaders, always paid attention to all these things, because they believe that whatever that helps our growth, whatever helps us, whatever improves the energy environment under which we function, no matter whatever personal views are on all these matters, they followed. But now you have a dispensation which is considered itself very progressive, modern, quote unquote secular. So people are asking, hope everything goes well, and there is always an element of hope. Of course, starting with Delhi election. Delhi election will be the first election after the Congress moves into its new office, but we are already seeing what's happening there. Shekhar ji.
Thank you, Ji, and very interesting stuff. The Vastu should have been done before they chose this area, this particular premises, as well as the entrance and where the kitchen is going to be located. I hope they did all that homework, Shekhar ji, before they moved in.
They would have done. Sir, generally, even the people, the contractors...
Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Don't even breathe about it.
I think maybe Congress fortunes would change after they move into new address. But this was also because of a pressure, sir. There was a constant deadline. Since Congress party, like other parties, had been allotted a space for moving it, so they have to vacate this sooner or later. They could not have continued in 24 Akbar Road. So there was always a pressure, because they had to seek extension after extension. And of course, there were resource crunch in between. So finally, it's happening on 15th January. So and because, sir, in the same road, you have the Aam Aadmi Party office also. The Aam Aadmi Party office is also located in the same road. And of course, your court, the local court where most leaders charged under Prevention of Corruption Act, that's a Rose Avenue court is there, not far away, the same road.
So I'm told, a little birdie came and told me that you have looked into the future and you know who's going to win the Delhi election, sir.
Well, sir, I mean, it looks like whoever had it easy earlier is finding it difficult now. I mean, it is getting difficult by the day, because today another CAG report has been leaked, quote unquote. Now, CAG reports could not be presented in the Delhi Assembly because the whole thing happened in such a way the Aam Aadmi government did not want the report to be presented. One was on that 𝙒𝗍𝗄𝗏, the official residence, that Flagstaff Road residence of Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. That report, came out with details as to how much was spent in refurbishing that house. From a sanctioned amount of 8 crores to 33 crores. We saw media full of reports about electronic toilets, TV console costing some 21 lakhs and things like that. And last week things came to a flash because Aam Aadmi leaders wanted to enter that house, saying that BJP is spreading all kinds of nonsense about that place. We want to go in and see where is that mini bar that costs several lakhs, and where are those electronic toilets? Why this is being spread against us? Of course, the counter was, why do you want to visit the house now? This campaign has been going on for a long time on 𝙒𝗍𝗏. Kejriwal should have allowed it when he was occupant of that house. Sir, that house, that 𝙒𝗍𝗏, 6 Flagstaff Road, the official residence of Chief Minister, Kejriwal remained as CM even when he was in jail. And the Supreme Court granted him bail with conditions. And those conditions included not visiting the CM's office, not seeing the files normally of the Chief Minister, not signing as Chief Minister. When such conditions were put before he was released on bail, he felt there was no point in staying in office, and it was again another opportunity to take another moral high ground. Because all along he refused to resign when ED had filed charge sheet and all that. He said, look, why should I leave CM's post? I want to show that one can function as CM even from Tihar jail. That's a line he took. But when court released him on bail with restrictions after 6 months, he decided it was no point, and he made 𝗖𝗍𝙧𝗏 Marlena. Now she is more popularly known as 𝗖𝗍𝙧 Singh. And when she became Chief Minister, it was expected he will vacate the house. But finally he vacated the house and he handed it over to her, which was objected to by the Central CPWD, which is the sole custodian of these bungalows. They said, you cannot give the bungalow on your own. You have to surrender the possession of that bungalow to us. And we in turn, the next Chief Minister will be issued. So that was prevented. And Kejriwal, and then finally 𝗖𝗍𝙧 was allotted that house. But 𝗖𝗍𝙧, for some reason, never occupied the house. And
was there a Varna, sir? Was there a Varna?
No, it was said 𝗖𝗍𝙧 didn't want to displease Kejriwal. If I were to occupy that house, what would Kejriwal think? I'm eager to occupy that house. And all along the party is saying I'm only a temporary CM. And LG even reacted to that. V.K. Saxena said, how can you be temporary CM? I have made you full-fledged CM. I have given you oath as CM. And then after what happened, since she did not occupy for more than, she was given in October and she had not occupied till December, they cancelled that allotment. They said, since you have not occupied. This
must be the most sought after bungalow now, Shekharji. This must be the most sought after bungalow because it comes into the pool, right?
Sir, but the funny part is, when her allotment was cancelled, then 𝗖𝗍𝙧 came with an allegation that her things have been thrown out. She has been removed from that house. Now that this whole 𝗖𝗍𝙠 report about that expenses incurred by the government on refurbishing that house, now Aam Aadmi Party people say, look, we want to go inside. So they made a jhamela yesterday outside trying to enter the house. Why is BJP spreading this nonsense about us, about Kejriwal? We want to go and see all those cutlery and refrigerators costing lakhs of rupees. Where are they? So then the answer, as I mentioned earlier, the question was, Kejriwal, when the whole campaign started 7-8 months ago, even before that so much has been spent. That's how it got the nickname 𝗏𝗍𝙪. That time he could have called the journalists and said, look, my house is nothing. But that time there was a silence. There was a radio silence on this issue. Sir, but one thing, sir, this election is about Kejriwal. And it is about Kejriwal, not only from, where BJP is attacking Kejriwal, but even Aam Aadmi Party and Kejriwal himself has made it a Kejriwal. It is Kejriwal versus Kejriwal. The BJP's Kejriwal versus Aam Aadmi's Kejriwal. Let's see some of those advertisements. First with Aam Aadmi's फिर लाएंगे Kejriwal. Sir.
फिर लाएंगे केजरीवाल, फिर लाएंगे केजरीवाल, फिर लाएंगे केजरीवाल, फिर लाएंगे केजरीवाल। उनके रोके ये नहीं रुकता, चलता रहता अपनी चाल। सामने वाले शोर मचाए, कर ले चाहे जितना बवाल, मगर दिल्ली की जनता के काम करता है। कौन बोलो नाम बोलो, सबको है पता, बोलो दिल्ली की जनता के काम करता है बस अपना केजरीवाल। दिल्ली में बिजली पानी मुफ्त रखता है बस अपना केजरीवाल। स्वास्थ्य का शिक्षा का ध्यान रखता है, दिल्ली का रखे ख्याल। फिर लाएंगे केजरीवाल, फिर लाएंगे केजरीवाल, फिर लाएंगे केजरीवाल, फिर लाएंगे केजरीवाल। काम रुकने ये नहीं देता, करते रहता गजब कमाल। बाकी सारे झूठ फैलाएं, फिर भी रुकता ना कोई काम। अरे दिल्ली की जनता के काम करता है। कौन बोलो नाम बोलो, सबको है पता, बोलो दुनिया में दिल्ली का नाम करता है बस अपना केजरीवाल। महिलाओं को सम्मान देता है, दिल्ली का दिल में ख्याल। फिर लाएंगे केजरीवाल, फिर लाएंगे केजरीवाल, फिर लाएंगे केजरीवाल, फिर लाएंगे केजरीवाल।
Well, this
Did
is
you notice
Aam
they
Aadmi
wrote in
Party's
Melania
Kejriwal.
Trump? Sir?
Yeah, they did. Because she was taken to one of their projects. Now the BJP Kejriwal is completely different. Is a Kejriwal which the BJP as BJP sees him. Let's see, sir.
अरे केजू देखो, पंजाब से पम्मी दीदी आई हैं। त्योहार का मौका है, सोचा भैया से मिलाऊं। चलो भैया, अब मेरा गिफ्ट निकालो। ये क्या भैया, पिछले 3 साल से मैंने खाली लिफाफे दे रहे हो।
अरे पम्मी, करता हूँ इंतजाम।
वाह, जैसे 10 सालों से मेरे साथ धोखे कर रहे हो। वैसे आज पम्मी दीदी के साथ कर दिया। अरे सीखो भाजपा वालों से कुछ। हर राज्य में महिलाओं को मासिक भत्ता दे रहे हैं।
अरे सुनो तो सही, इस बार पक्का पूरे पैसे दूंगा।
शट अप! 10 सालों से तुम्हारे खोखले वादे ही सुन रहे हैं, बस अब और नहीं।
वादों से पलटने वालों से दिल्ली करेगी ब्रेकअप।
लंदन पेरिस के सपने दिखा के, ईमानदारी की टोपी पहना के, घोटालों से चूना लगा के, दिल्ली को वादों में फंसा के, लाखों रुपए के पर्दे लगा के, सोने के जैसा कमोड लगा के, ईमानदारी की टोपी पहना के, घोटालों से चूना लगा के, all I have man, शीश महल, my promise है सरफे, शीश महल, all I have man, शीश महल, झूमर shining bright, शीश महल, शीश महल, शीश महल, शीश महल, शीश महल, शीश महल, शीश महल में जब घुसेगा, मसा चेयर में आराम मिलेगा, 4K वाला टीवी दिखेगा, इंपोर्टेड मार्बल मिलेगा, all I have man, शीश महल, my promise है सरफे, शीश महल, 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 शीश महल बनाया मैं तो, मुझको रोकेगा कौन और काहे को, जिम में जाके मजे करेगा, स्विमिंग पूल में स्नान करेगा, जिसको जो भी है करना वो कर लो, शीश महल पे लग गए करोड़ों, इसके कांड तुम गूगल कर लो, इसके घोटाले पेपर पे पढ़ लो, शीश महल, 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 लंदन पेरिस के सपने दिखा के, ईमानदारी की टोपी पहना के, घोटालों से चूना लगा के, दिल्ली को वादों में फंसा के, all I have man, शीश महल, my promise is a fact, शीश महल, शीश महल, शीश महल, शीश महल, शीश महल, शीश महल, शीश महल।
अरे दादी जी नमस्कार, कैसे हैं आप?
ठीक हूँ बेटा, ये दवाइयाँ दे दोगे?
दादी वो पेंशन शुरू हो गई आपकी?
कहाँ बेटा, 10 साल होने को आए। मेरे जैसे लगभग 80,000 बुजुर्गों की पेंशन लटका कर रखी है इन लोगों ने। ये कुछ कम नहीं है।
सॉरी दादी, भूल हो गई।
अरे भूल तो 10 साल पहले हुई थी, जो इनको चुन लिया। देखो कैसे दिल्ली के बुजुर्गों को पाई पाई के लिए तड़पा रहे हैं ये लोग।
तो
अब बस, अब नहीं सहेंगे, बदल कर रहेंगे।
इस बार ना करें चुनने में भूल, खिलाएं कमल का फूल।
आपकी दिल्ली में
Sir, it's getting more and more harder.
कचरा साफ करने के बजाय लगाया कूड़े का अंबार, पलटू बाज को करारा जवाब मिलेगा इस बार। 10 साल दिल्ली बेहाल।
नल में से कितना गंदा पानी आ रहा है।
ओफो डॉली, ये यूपी और हरियाणा वाले की शरारत है जी।
हर परेशानी के लिए दूसरों को कोसते रहते हो। देखो ना, इस गंदे पानी से मुझे रैश हो गए।
चलो चलो, तुम्हें मोहल्ला क्लिनिक से दवाई दिला के लाता।
मारना चाहते हो ना मुझे?
अरे नहीं 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 डॉली, मैं सब ठीक कर दूंगा जी।
10 साल हो गए सुनते सुनते, मैं जा रही हूँ तुम्हें छोड़कर।
गंदा पानी और नकली दवाई देने वालों से दिल्ली करेगी अब ब्रेकअप।
तुम तो कहते थे मुझे दिल्ली में लंदन पेरिस एक्सपीरियंस कराओगे, और तुम खुद तो शीश महल में अय्याशी करने लगे हो।
वो मैं सब करने वाला था, लेकिन पंजाब जाना पड़ गया जी।
केजू में दिल्ली में रहती हूँ और मुझे छोड़कर कहाँ कहाँ नहीं घूमते रहते। कहीं तुम्हारा कोई चक्कर तो नहीं चल रहा है ना?
नहीं डॉली, मैं सारे प्रॉमिस पूरा करूंगा।
कान पक गए झूठे वादे सुनते सुनते तुम्हारे। आई एम डन।
शीश महल में रहने वालों से दिल्ली करेगी ब्रेकअप।
Sir, amazing creativity involved in all this. And Aam Aadmi Party, I mean, we could not get some of the posters of Aam Aadmi Party, but they have been also been coming with very good, colorful depiction of what they think is the BJP doing with the voters. And they have been asking this question: who is your CM? You don't have a CM. We have Kejriwal, and we have only Kejriwal. Sir, interestingly, Kejriwal is known to make some predictions which have happened come true. He said Satyendra Jain will be arrested. Satyendra Jain was arrested. He said Manish Sisodia is going to be arrested. Manish Sisodia was arrested. Then after a few months, he said, I am going to be arrested, and he was arrested. Similarly, he has made a prediction today that Ramesh Biduri is your CM candidate. Ramesh Biduri is the BJP CM candidate. Now, Ramesh Biduri is a former Lok Sabha member who is contesting against 𝗏𝗙𝗎 and Alka Lamba of the Congress for the Kalkaji seat. And when he said this, even Amit Shah, reacted saying, who is Kejriwal to predict our CM candidate? We have our own way of declaring, but there is a purpose. He keeps on saying, no, it is their CM candidate. Sir, because in the 7 assembly elections we have seen in Delhi, between 93 and 2020, 5 times BJP went with a face. And in the last we have seen, and they formed government once in 1993 with Madan Lal Khurana. Of course, it's another story. Madan Lal Khurana had to step down. Then Sahib Singh Verma came, and finally, in the 93 elections, it was the government was led by Sushma Swaraj, and Sheila Dikshit won the elections. That was the first election she won. Now, even whenever the BJP has not declared a candidate, Aam Aadmi Party strategy has been to announce somebody belonging to BJP as the actual CM candidate. And that rabbit would come out of the hat, the BJP hat, as it were. So we saw in 2015, Aam Aadmi Party made Jagdish Mukhi, who was the leader of the opposition, that he is the CM candidate, because they want a face. See, without a face, Kejriwal campaign against BJP doesn't get that virulent form. So they announce a face and say, this is the face we are fighting. So it's 2015, it was Jagdish Mukhi. And in 2020, it was Manoj Tiwari. And for this time, and in between, of course, even Kiran Bedi was brought by BJP, the last minute. This time they are saying it is Ramesh Biduri. And what is rankling Kejriwal and his team today is that CAG report I said has been leaked. One was on Sambhal. Today, another report has been leaked. Leaked in the sense it is BJP held a press conference. And they say we have released the CAG report because Assembly was not allowed to hold session for the presentation of the CAG. Now, this time it is on the excise policy, for which these people were arrested by ED and CBI. Now, they say that the policy caused a loss to the exchequer to the tune of 2,026 crores. This is becoming an issue now. But some people are saying, look, you have made it so much into all these allegations, counter allegations, and Kejriwal himself says he is not even willing to name BJP as BJP in his campaign. He says this is a gali-galoj party. A party only keeps abusing me. But one can see that he is under stress. One can see that this time, unlike 2020 or 2015, you can see that there is a palpable tension and anxiety among the rank and file as well as among the leaders. And to which they say, no, it is all because of this falsehood campaign that is going against us. But BJP has been coming with one after another now the CAG report on this excise policy. They want to bring liquor policy back, back under focus. So this is the way election is going. And if it is 2,026 crore, you can see, it has all the details, this CAG report, and it specifically points out that a committee of experts had opposed this change in the policy, liquor policy, because from a state-run corporation, selling liquor in Delhi, it was privatized. And the whole idea was to have more and more neighborhood bars, which would enable even women to buy without any hassles. But then the objection also was there that it would be near some residential areas, which was objected to by some resident welfare association, RWAs. So there are several things, but Kejriwal himself said he has failed on three things. One, he could not improve the quality of roads. Second is he could not clean up the Ganga. Himself has been saying. Yes,
you mean Yamuna, sir?
Yamuna, Yamuna. That I could not clean Yamuna. And similarly, I could not do anything to, improve the road condition. And even on the issue of pollution, sir, this is peak winter. And we are seeing every time the air quality index going down and Supreme Court imposing conditions, lifting conditions. So one can see that before Delhi, of course, some people feel that actual issues of Delhi are not being discussed, problems of Delhi not being discussed. But one thing is clear, sir. Yes, BJP doesn't have a CM candidate, but BJP is still banking on Prime Minister Modi's popularity, and as well as the fact that in the parliamentary elections they won 7 seats. That has given the cadre a kind of a high morale boost, and which they feel that this time it's going to be different. Now, the X factor this time, sir, is the Congress, the role of the Congress. Because Congress getting into the fray in a very, very determined manner. And I'm waiting for Congress to actually, because one has to see whether the Congress campaign is going to be left entirely to likes of Sandeep Dixit, who has taken it up in a big way, or will Rahul Gandhi himself step in? Now, we are told Rahul Gandhi will be campaigning on January 13th, and that will be in a Muslim-dominated area. And today they announced another 29 seats. Earlier they had announced 29. So altogether 58 seats have been announced from the BJP. Aam Aadmi Party has announced all the seats for, candidates for all the 70 seats. So one can see that it is picking up. Now, and we'll have to see what is the line Rahul Gandhi going to take. And we are already seeing the India alliance also, coming under strain because of if Congress is determined to fight the Delhi elections with full gusto, and if it can increase its vote share, it would be at the cost of Aam Aadmi Party. In which case, even a dip of 2-3 percentage points in the vote share of Aam Aadmi Party, it could affect several seats of Aam Aadmi Party. That is something that is worrying up, and it is also worrying other opposition parties, because Congress cannot contest to win the elections. Congress can contest to win few seats, but that will be at the cost of Aam Aadmi Party. This is not something that other parties are liking it. Other opposition parties are liking it, and they feel that Congress is gone on an aggressive mode just for sake of Delhi. But then from the Congress we hear that we want to correct those historical mistakes. In 2013 election, we supported Kejriwal because we wanted to prevent BJP. But that line actually ended in we losing our base, because Aam Aadmi Party grew at the cost of the Congress. So therefore, we have to wait and see what is the message that Rahul Gandhi is going to give when he launches his campaign on 13th. And that is going to be in area, Silampur area, which is a Muslim-dominated area. So Silampur is in East Delhi, and they are having it a Dalit Muslim kind of thing. 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝙪, Jai Sambhal kind of, that is a campaign theme for this Congress meeting, sir.
Now the next topic. Is podcast the new way to reach out to people? See, this whole thing is about, remember, Trump's latest son, the youngest son, telling him to go for the podcast with Joe Rogan, 3 hours. Trump didn't take a break. He sat, he answered all the questions. He didn't take a single break. Then he got up and he flew to like 3-4 hours. That shows you the man knows how to discipline himself in terms of, biological habits. And at 78, you've got to have a lot of discipline to be able to do that. Sir, do you think that's a new trend, which is good for us?
So it's a new trend, and but at the same time, there seems to be a purpose in Prime Minister Modi choosing to give a podcast interview, and the personality that he has revealed in this latest podcast is completely different from what he sought to project in the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections. Because his interviews during the Lok Sabha elections, led to opposition saying that here is an interview of an egoistic person, and he is claiming himself to be of. I mean, his quotes were mistake. I mean, he said, "Sometimes I feel that I have been sent here by the grace, with a higher calling, with the purpose of serving the people." That was made out as if that Modi said that he is God. So in this interview, he specifically says, "I am a human being." And he has for the first time said that I feel lonely. I feel lonely because my friends whom I invite them, they all, when I invite friends also, and he talks of the period when he was Gujarat Chief Minister, that when I called my friends over, when I became Gujarat CM, they all interacted with me in awe. More than, it was a normal interaction. Whereas I would like to have a normal interaction, and that I am a very normal person. I have my own vulnerable moments. This is a new side or face of Modi, and he chose this particular podcast personality, who is known as 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗥𝗘𝗦, who in fact runs this Zerodha. Zerodha is actually more of a financial thing. But this interview is completely different from what the Prime Minister has done earlier. Let's listen in.
Sir, I don't think this is... Sir, 1 second. Can you just pause for a second? I know it's Nitin Kamath, sir. Zerodha founder is Nitin, N-I-T-I-N.
No, but this interview has been given to Nikhil. They were both together in this. Nikhil Kamath,
okay.
Nitin and Nikhil are together in this.
Okay,
And this interview is to Nikhil.
Okay. Go ahead, please.
I feel nervous. It's a tough conversation. अच्छी नहीं हो.
हम दोनों के ऐसे ही चलेगी.
अगर किसी युवा को आज पॉलिटिशियन बनना है, तो उसमें ऐसी कोई टैलेंट्स है जो आप परख सकते हैं ऐसे?
राजनीति में निरंतर अच्छे लोग आते रहने चाहिए. मिशन लेकर के आए, एम्बिशन लेकर के नहीं. जब मुख्यमंत्री बना, मेरा एक भाषण था और सहज रूप से मैंने कहा, गलतियां होती होगी, मुझसे भी होती होगी, मैं भी मनुष्य हूँ, मैं कोई देवता थोड़ा हूँ.
ऐसा लग रहा है कि आज पूरी दुनिया वॉर की तरफ चल रही है. Should we be worried about what is happening in the world?
इस क्राइसिस के समय हमने लगातार कहा है कि हम न्यूट्रल नहीं है, और लगातार कहता हूं मैं शांति के पक्ष में हूँ.
और सर, अगर मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछूं कि एज पीएम आपका सेकंड टर्म फर्स्ट टर्म से कैसे अलग था?
पहली टर्म में तो लोग मुझे भी समझने की कोशिश करते थे और मैं भी दिल्ली को समझने की कोशिश कर रहा था. पहले और दूसरे टर्म में
as somebody who grew up in a South Indian middle class family, बचपन से ये कहा गया था, politics is a dirty place. ये इतना ingrain हो गया हमारी साइकी में कि ये बदलना बहुत मुश्किल है. तो हम जैसे लोगों के लिए आप क्या करेंगे?
कि अगर आप जो कह रहे थे वही होते तो आज आप यहाँ नहीं होते.
There we can see this interview is very different, and Prime Minister is trying to project, I won't say a different image of himself, but definitely a different dimension of his personality. And the fact that he has been 10 years in office, and how things have evolved, things have changed. And he was also asked a question that how did he look at his third term? And he said the third term, I mean, people have been saying that because BJP did not get a majority of his own, and is now more dependent on NDA allies, and there is more emphasis on NDA being the fulcrum of this government. But Prime Minister says that I feel that the third term has made me more determined in terms of what we wanted to achieve. And he spoke of 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗘𝗦 Bharat, I mean, by 2020, by 2047. And this is a completely different way he has spoken in this. And of course, Congress wanted to pick holes in this, also said, look, this is a course correction by the Prime Minister, because he's tending to sound soft. He's tending to show that he's not aggressive. So the whole thing, there seems to be a course correction more than an image correction. So, but definitely, sir, the Prime Minister choosing a podcaster, and as you mentioned about how Trump's campaign also had this dimension to his campaign, I think increasingly the social media is getting more and more importance, and politicians are aware to the impact of this medium, because earlier it was Twitter, then it was Facebook. Then, if you remember, in 2014, you had 3D campaigns where Prime Ministers actually did not visit many places since he could not cover all the places. The 3D units were sent where, three-dimensional, the entire Modi was created by technology to appear to be actually addressing the crowd. Now, there is a change, and then you can also see that Prime Minister conveys the impression, though it looks like very, very difficult time, he's confident. And he is confident with calmness. I think that's a message coming across this year. Sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Very, very down to earth, the way I see it. And I know Nitin, not Nikhil. I have not met Nikhil, but I've met Nitin many times. Good luck to them. I didn't know that they were in the job of journalism. I know they are running a Zerodha is zero cost per share per trade on stock market, online trading. A lot of software they've invested in that, and I don't know what is. I mean, I have not been trading in a long time. My hands got burnt a long time ago, and I said, okay, this is not for me. So let's hope that this continues, because it's good for us, and let's hope that Modi ji thinks that P Gurus is a fit platform for him to come, and certainly. Shekhar ji, I would probably request you and maybe Rajgopalan ji to be my anchors and meet with Modi ji and do an interview. So
why not? Why not? So certainly now we can be sure, sir, our listeners, our viewers are extremely discerning lot. They know a lot, and they look at us, they listen to our views, and they seek how we try to connect the dots. Because there are too many dots on any particular situation or any particular crisis or any particular policy or event. That's why we say that we wish to take a 360-degree look, so that we get fully informed, I mean, not only on facts, but also what's happening on the ground. Now, as we talked about Delhi elections, we are also seeing how politics is changing. For instance, look at what's happening to India Alliance. Suddenly, people have realized, I mean, that these opposition groups or the so-called opposition leaders coming together had only one purpose: to try and prevent Modi from returning to power, BJP from returning power. When they realize that objective has not been served, they don't see any purpose even sticking together. I mean, there is no even trying to explain why they have to split. Just they realize that Congress is a gone case, so there is no point. And it's Maharashtra, sir. That is where maximum changes are happening. Suddenly, you find Sharad Pawar seeing virtue in the RSS.
Pomegranate diplomacy.
And Uddhav Thackeray's party finds Devendra Fadnavis is not a bad chief minister. And Supriya Sule thinks that EVMs should not be blamed. They are functioning well. So therefore, that many are openly expressing a views, which goes to show that they think differently from what Rahul Gandhi is thinking. And they can't see anything future happening, that can brighten their future collectively or individually or as a party, so long as they keep the company of the Congress.
Very true, sir, because the oxygen of all these parties is the unit vote bank that the Muslims have made themselves into, and to a certain extent, Christians too. And it saddens me that people who are capable of thought, rational thought, continue to display this kind of a clannish mentality. By the way, viewers, 6 a.m. tomorrow, you're going to find a mind-boggling video that we are going to release. Please encourage us, don't discourage us. Please encourage us with good comment, because that took a long time to do. I'm not going to tell you what it is. 6 a.m. tomorrow, if you're following us, you will get the notification to watch it, and please give us your comment. Thank you. Sir, let's now take some questions.
Yes, sir.
Magnet Ranga wants to know, Congress was expert at backdoor entry to power. Very true. Now reduced to backdoor entry to their office.
So, no, well,
I think you don't need to answer that. I mean, you can comment, sir. I think it's a very good one.
yes.
Magnet Ranga wants to know again, Namaskar, would you say that the BJP is going the whole hog against Kejriwal? Surely they have so much more to act against him. The same was against Raga and Congress too. Why the reluctance?
Well, sir, Delhi elections being fought with full gusto. There is no doubt about it, because Delhi elections are very, very important for the BJP. Because if they make Kejriwal lose this election, it's going to be a turning point in a very big way for the entire opposition. So Delhi elections are always considered a mini India election. And because BJP can survive this election, though it will be a setback in the sense, with all their efforts, they could not prevent Kejriwal from returning to power for the 4th time. But if Kejriwal were to lose, that would mean it would be end of his kind of politics. And it will also impact the other state they are ruling, that is Punjab. Because there are already several problems in Punjab. But many Congress leaders would also want Kejriwal to lose, sir. Particularly those leaders who have been in the party for too long and who are very unhappy with the way Rahul Gandhi has conducted the party in terms of alliances and all that. They will feel that a loss for Kejriwal means revival of the Congress in Delhi, because then they would become the main opposition. Because Aam Aadmi Party grew at the cost of the Congress. And it was very foolish. Many Congress leaders admit that in 2013 elections, when Aam Aadmi Party did not have majority on their own, the Congress decided to support Kejriwal to come to power. I mean, and Kejriwal also took the support of Congress. Having run an anti-corruption campaign against Sheila Dikshit government, against the Congress government. After the results, when Congress offered help, he accepted it because he wanted to become PM. Anyway, that didn't last long, and then there were a lot of problems. And of course, people wanted to give Kejriwal a good chance. That's why they gave him the kind of mandate they did in 2015. And because of this series of free announcements, free power, free air. So 5 years later, because that period also saw improvement in the way government schools were conducted. Then there were, of course, the free electricity was the first time anywhere in India people were being given free power up to certain units they consumed. So all that was there. But then after 2020 was a renewed mandate, but between 2020 and 24 and 25 now, the slide has been sharper in terms of popularity and more so in terms of delivery. That is what is now hurting Kejriwal a lot, because as he himself acknowledged that we could not deliver on many things, but then he was too caught up in his battle with the center. He was too caught up with his ambition to expand Aam Aadmi Party beyond Delhi without consolidating in Delhi. Sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Next question, please. Krishnamurthy Hunagun wants to know, is Indira Bhawan just another land grab opportunity like the National Herald scam and part of the Sonia enrichment scheme?
No, sir. Because Government of India wanted the political parties to vacate the prime bungalows that they were occupying in New Delhi. So these parties were allotted land. All parties got CPM, CPI, BJP, all these parties have got land, and even DMK has built its headquarters. Because the condition was, having taken possession of the land, they had to construct their party office. So this is something, but because they have to vacate that, because there is shortage of bungalows for ministers, for judges. So unless you get them to vacate, political parties to vacate these prime locations in Delhi, there won't be any bungalows left for judges, and judges particularly have been facing a lot of problem in terms of accommodation. Sir.
Next one, please. Rohit Akshay wants to know, looks like Yogiji has a master plan for Sambhal. Is the government at center looking at repealing the Places of Worship Act anytime soon?
Well, sir, I think they are yet to respond to Supreme Court's notice to them as to what is the position vis-a-vis Places of Worship Act, which has been challenged in the Supreme Court. And definitely, sir, Yogi is going great guns. The Sambhal episode you have seen, it was just about a survey ordered by a court. Now, all over the town, you can see that discovery of temples that were demolished. And the other thing that has happened is Yogi is the first leader who has spoken about the riots that took place in the 70s, and after which it is believed many Hindus fled the town, and how the town's character changed, demography changed. Now, Yogi has ordered an inquiry as a chief minister, and some of the crimes that were committed during those period of riots, he wants the culprits to be brought to book. This is very big thing, sir. And of course,
Yes,
in the
indeed.
next few days, starting from January 13th, from Makar Sankranti onwards, we are going to see the Mahakumbh at Prayagraj. All eyes are on there. In fact, Yogi has been giving interviews from Prayagraj. What is the importance of Prayagraj? They have spent about 5,000 crores. And they hope with the kind of arrangements, with the kind of flow of people, they are expecting some 40 crore people to come to that place. With that kind of crowd, they are expecting that things are going to be, they are expecting a business something like 2 lakh crore. That kind of volume can be in terms of tourist traffic, local sales, eating places, restaurants, hotels. This is going to be a grand affair, sir, the next few days. And Yogi is on his way, I can say, sir, to earn the epithet that is always, the name, the moniker that is given, Hindu Hriday Samrat kind of a thing.
Next one, please. Archana Sham wants to know, Namaskara, sir. Soren won with sympathy. Kejri 2 is jail return. Is Kejri getting a heavy sympathy wave, which may get him his CM seat back?
Sir, if anything is missing in this election, it is the sympathy wave. If those who are voting for Kejriwal, they are going to vote not because they felt sympathy towards him. They feel that all those freebies will continue. And as a strategy, sir, BJP has been announcing, right from Prime Minister and Home Minister, that none of the schemes which the currently Aam Aadmi Party is executing in Delhi will be stopped. Which means this welfare politics will continue. Welfare measures will continue. Because BJP has been saying on record, Prime Minister himself, saying that no question of any withdrawal or rollback of any schemes. So you want to change, you can vote for BJP, and all that your benefit you feel you're getting under Kejriwal, you will get under the BJP. This they have made it very clear. And well, our editor Sachin says the sympathy wave did not work for UBT, Uddhav Bal Thackeray in Maharashtra. So how can it work in Delhi, sir?
Very true, and something to think about. So this is a two-edged sword. So thank you so much, Shekhar ji. And viewers, that brings us to a close of today's program. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar. Shekhar ji will be back on Wednesday. Thank you, sir.
Namaskar. Thank you.